Landlords are not reliable for disrepairing properties if they can't get reasonable access to do repairs, and tenants must provide reasonable access for repairs. And when I say reasonable, I mean reasonable in the context of what you'd have to do if you owned the house yourself. So tenants aren't entitled to treat the property as a serviced apartment. They can't say tradesmen can only come around after 5 o'clock on weekdays and between 9 and 1 on Saturdays because that's what's convenient for me. They must provide the same kind of access that I would have to do if I had a tradesman at my own property. So if my gas boiler fails, likely I will have to take a day off work to let the gas man in. Tenants should have to provide a similar sort of level of access. Now in practice, of course, most tenants will get away with a lot less work than that because a landlord will, or an agent will do some of that for them. But if a tenant is racking up those maintenance costs, I would make sure that I got in writing from the contractor the failed appointments. If there was a charge, I would make sure that was invoiced explicitly as a failed appointment charge with a date. I would write to the tenant saying that failed appointments will incur a cost, being the failed appointment charge. I would seek to make a deduction from the deposit. And also, of course, if the tenant then pursued a disrepair claim, that would be the elements of the defence and a counterclaim for those maintenance charges. So, as with all of these things, I would tend to say, first time you maybe let it go, but send an email saying you really need to be there when the person turns up. Second time I would escalate it to a fairly formal letter. Third time I would be looking to recover my cost. Retaliatory eviction is only a concern under the new Section 21 provisions, so that's only of course for tenancies that commenced on or after the 1st of October 2015, where a local authority has served an improvement notice. If a local authority was proposing to serve such a notice, as a landlord it would be sensible to write to them enclosing evidence of the various failed inspection appointments saying that you don't think that's appropriate. That said, if it was a really difficult situation, improvement notice can be worth it, because if a tenant doesn't comply with an improvement notice and the landlord requires access to achieve it, they can go to the magistrates' court for possession or for rights of access to force repairs. So as against tenants, for example, who are on Rent Act tenancies, where it might be very difficult to evict them anyway, an improvement notice is sometimes actually worth receiving as a landlord because it allows you to force the access issue, which in the longer run can sometimes be a better thing.